Hello, sports fans. My name is Shawn Martin, and this is Musings of a Hoopster from XLHSports.com. Sunday, the pairings for the boys' state basketball tournament will be announced and released on statewide TV and over the internet. And so I thought I'd hop on here tonight and give a quick rundown of the top teams in each sectional and what to look for. This is before the draws, so obviously the draws, the blind draw does matter, and some of these matchups could be right off the bat. Some of these could be make it all the way to Saturday night. So it's a good time to take a look at some of the top boys teams in the state and how they're going to pair up in the tournament. So let's start off in 1A. In the North, Sectional 49 at Couts, one of the top teams in 1A is Couts. The Mustangs are third ranked, and they're 19-2 on the season. They're led by two sets of twins, and they're a very, very strong team that should very well come out of the North in 1A. Sectional 50 is at Culver. Triton is 13-4, and they are the favorite there. A balanced group at Bethany Christian in Sectional 51. Bethany Christian is 10-10. Elkhart Christian is 7-10, and Fremont is 7-10. Those are the three best teams in that sectional. Sectional 52 at Tri-County. North White is 10-8. Caston and Pioneer 6-13 and 6-10 respectively are the other two good teams in that sectional, or the other two teams in that sectional, I should say. Sectional 53 is at North Miami. Southwood is a former state runner-up, state finalist, and they're 8-10 on the year and should be the strongest in that sectional. Sectional 54 at Attica. Covington is the strong favorite there. They're 10-4. You can never really count out Central Catholic at the perennial state power. They're having their worst season probably in 36 years. They're 4-9 on the season, and they've got some talented players that just haven't played very well this year, and they're always dangerous, and they could put 2 or 3 games together very easily. Sectional 55 at West Dell. Liberty Christian at 12-7 is the best team there. Sectional 56, the final sectional in the North semi-state, or the North semi-state. Seton Catholic is 6-6, and Blue River Valley is 12-9. Those are the two best teams there. Moving on to the South in 1A, Sectional 57 at Clay City is Bloomfield, which is the 9th ranked team in the state. They're 11-6. Sectional 58 is at Indianapolis Metropolitan. Indy Met is 10-13. Bethesda Christian is 12-5, and Indianapolis International is 7-7. Sectional 59 at Indianapolis Lutheran. 6th ranked Indianapolis Lutheran is 17-3, and 8th ranked Tinley is 13-9. Greenwood Christian is another team that's got some talented players on it. So that'll be an interesting sectional, and the draw could determine a lot in that. Sectional 60 at Southwestern Shelby. 7th ranked Morristown is 16-4 on the season. Jacksonville is 13-6 and will provide them some competition. Sectional 61 at Borden. Lanesville is the favorite there at 11-7. You have Rock Creek Academy and the host Braves of Borden at 10-9 as the two other teams that could give them some problems. Sectional 62, 5th ranked Edinburgh is 16-4, and they're the strong favorite at West Washington. Sectional 63 is, other than Sectional 10 and 4A, this is probably the toughest sectional in the state. You have 3 of the top 4 teams in 1A in this sectional, led by top-ranked Bar Reeve, which is 19-2, and actually looking at the Sagarin ratings, they're a pretty strong favorite in this sectional. But you've got 2nd-ranked Lagodi, which is 16-3, and 4th-ranked North Davies, which is the host team, and they are 16-3. So that's going to be, that draw is going to be important. And whoever comes out of that part of whoever comes out of that sectional has got a really strong chance of making the state finals out of the South. Sectional 64 at Wood Memorial is Evansville Day. They're the favorite there. Moving on to 2A. In the North, Sectional 33 at Whiting, Andrean is 11-3 and the favorite there. Sectional 34 at North Judson, Boone Grove at 11-6 and LaVille at 11-7 are the two top teams there. Sectional 35 is a nice group, three really good teams there. Fourth ranked Central Noble, led by one of the top juniors in the state, Connor Essigan. They are 17-1. This sectional is at Westview. Cherubusco starts three freshmen, I believe, and they're 14-3. Westview is 15-4, and they graduated a lot from last year. They have a new coach this year, and they just don't miss a beat. They're a dangerous team in 2A, and one team to watch certainly in that sectional. Sectional 36 at Bluffton, maybe the number one overall favorite to win a state championship in any of the four classes is Fort Wayne Blackhawk Christian. They're the top-ranked 2A team in the state. They're 18-3. They're actually the defending 2A state champions from the last time that we completed a 2A state tournament. So 2 years ago they were the state champions, and they're led by Purdue recruit Caleb First. Sectional 37 is at Delphi. Lewis Cass is at 10-8, and Rochester is a good 14-1 team. Rochester is defending champion in that sectional. Sectional 38 is at Fountain Central. Carroll is an outstanding team. They're 17-1 on the season. I think they've won their last 17 games. I think they lost their first game of the year and have won 17 straight, including beating a very strong Twin Lakes team last Saturday night. My alma mater, Rossville, is the second best team in that sectional at 14-5, and you wouldn't think that I would forget to put them in the podcast, would you? All right. Sectional 39 is at Blackford. 8th ranked Blackford, led by Luke Brown, the state's, I believe, second leading scorer and a Mr. Basketball candidate. They are 16-4 and hosting their own sectional. Madison Grant is a really good team at 16-3. Could give them a good game and good competition in that sectional. Sectional 40 in Elwood is Winchester is the best team there at 15-5. In the South, on the 2A side, sectional 41 is at Shenandoah. The host Raiders are a big favorite in that sectional, and maybe a favorite to probably make Bankers Life Fieldhouse in late March to play in the state championship game. There's Shenandoah is second ranked in 2A, but there's 10th ranked Northeastern, which is a very strong program from the last 4 or 5 years. They're 16-3. And that could be a nice matchup come sectional championship if the draw works out right. Sectional 42 at Heritage Christian. 9th ranked Covenant Christian is the best team in that sectional at 16-4. A young but talented Park Tudor team is 7-6 on the season and could provide them some competition. Sectional 44 at Milan. 6th ranked South Ripley is an outstanding 17-1 on the season. They're the prohibitive favorite there. Sectional 45 at Southwestern Hanover. The host Rebels are 14-9, or 14-4, excuse me, and they are the favorite in that sectional. Sectional 46 is at Paoli. Perry Central is a strong favorite there at 13-6. Sectional 47 at Eastern Green. Probably the other favorite out of the South is 3rd ranked Linton Stockton, 17-3. Just one of the top small school programs in all of Indiana every year. They're outstanding. Sectional 48 at South Ridge. 7th ranked South Spencer is 13-4 and the favorite there, but the host South Ridge team is 11-8 and has a couple of really good wins this season. Moving on to 3A, the number one team the number one team in 3A leads the Calumet sectional. Number one ranked Hammond is 13-1. I think their only loss is to Lawrence North during the season, and so they're a very, very strong team. Sectional 18 at New Prairie has the host Cougars at 14-6, along with Hanover Central 11-5 as the two best teams in that sectional. Sectional 19 at South Bend, Washington has two Notre Dame recruits playing in it. Third-ranked Mishawaka Marion is 15-2. Ninth ranked South Bend St. Joe is 14-4. So that'll be a nice matchup whenever they meet in that tournament. Sectional 20 is at Twin Lakes. Western is the top Sagarin ranked team in that sectional at 14-5. The aforementioned Twin Lakes team is 15-3 on the season and hosting, so that'll be a nice matchup in Monticello. Sectional 31 is at West Noble. Four average teams here are kind of the top teams in this sectional. You've got Northwood at 10-8, West Noble at 8-9, Lakeland at 8-8, and Wawasee at 8-11. So those four, that draw will come down to be pretty important in that sectional. Sectional 23 Sectional 22 at Woodland, Fourth ranked Leo, a very good team at 17-2. They're the favorite in that sectional. Sectional 23 at Mississinawa. The host Mississinawa Indians are 12-7. Belmont is another good team at 12-6, and that'll be a nice matchup in that sectional. Sectional 24 at the Chrysler Fieldhouse in Newcastle. Hamilton Heights is 11-4. Delta is 12-4, and Yorktown is 12-6. Those are the three best teams in that sectional. Moving on to the South in 3A, seventh-ranked Danville is 13-2, and they head the class at Frankfort at Case Arena. Crawfordsville is 11-3, and Greencastle 17-5. I live about 20 miles from Frankfort, and that might be a place that I wind up going to sectional at least one night of that week. Sectional 26 is at Owen Valley. Northview at 13-6 is the top team there. Sectional 27 at Lebanon has Guerin Catholic at 15-3 and Brebeuf Jesuit at 11-8 as the two best teams there. Sectional 28, the host Beech Grove Hornets are 12-5 and should win that sectional. Sectional 29 is at Greensburg. The host Greensburg team is 5th ranked and they're 14-2 on the season, but the always tough and well-coached Connorsville team is 12-7 and sitting right there to meet Greensburg at some point in time during the sectional. Sectional 30 at Charlestown, the defending 3A state champions from the last time that we finished a 3A tournament is Silver Creek. They're the second-ranked team in the state in 3A, and they're stand at 15-2 or 14-4, At the Hatchet House in Washington, you have 10th-ranked Sullivan, which is 15-2 on the season. They're the best team in that sectional. Sectional 32 rounding out 3A. You have 6th-ranked Bossy at 15-3 and 8th-ranked Heritage Hills at 14-3, and they will play at Boonville. Moving on to the big boys in 4A, Sectional 1 is Gary West. Is at Gary West, and the 10th-ranked Gary West team is 15-3. Munster is a 15-5 team that's always very strong all season long. So that'll be a nice matchup to watch up there in the region. Sectional 2 is a very balanced sectional. It's at Chesterton. Crown Point is 10-2. Valparaiso is 15-4. Chesterton is 16-3. So that'll be a nice little grouping there between those. The pairings should be important in that. Sectional 3 at Plymouth. 6th-ranked South Bend Adams at 19-1 is the heavy favorite there. Sectional 4 at Elkhart is another balanced sectional with Northridge at 14-4, Warsaw at 14-7, Penn at 8-9, and Elkhart at 10-10 as the 4 teams with a good possibility to compete in that sectional. Sectional 5 at East Noble, Carroll of Fort Wayne is 15-4 and probably the strong favorite there. Fort Wayne Snyder is 9-9, but always has a good strong team. Sectional 6 is at Fort Wayne. The top team in 4A is Homestead. They're 21-0, and they should win that sectional just going away. Sectional 7 is at Marion this year. The 9th-ranked Lafayette Jeff Broncos are 17-2, and they had some injury problems throughout the year, but have got everybody back on board now, and they've been rolling all year. Got one of the state's top players in it and top Mr. Basketball candidates, and so they'll be a strong thing. And then sectional 8 is at Carmel, and the host Greyhounds are the 2nd-ranked team in the state and 18-2. So you could literally have in the Logansport Regional, which is a regional that I can tell you I'm probably going to be at here when it's played. You could have Carroll Fort Wayne, which is 15-4. You could have top-ranked Homestead at 21-0, 9th-ranked Lafayette Jeff, and 2nd-ranked Carmel, all at Logansport. That will be a fantastic lineup in the 4A regional. In sectional 9 at Richmond, Mount Vernon of Fortville is 13-4 and the strong favorite in that sectional. Sectional 10 is just a meat grinder, as it always is. 3rd-ranked Lawrence North is 19-2. This sectional is at Indianapolis Tech, by the way. So 3rd-ranked Lawrence North, 4th-ranked Cathedral is 16-2. 7th-ranked Warren Central is 16-5. 8th-ranked Crispus Attucks is 16-4, and a 9-9 North Central team may seem out of place there, but they are talented, and most of their losses have occurred to the 4 teams listed above them. Sectional 11 at Decatur Central, Pike is the best team there, 10-8. Ben Davis has the Brewer kid, I believe, from the transfer from Avon that was granted eligibility here a couple of weeks ago. He's on the Ben Davis team now, and that adds a Butler recruit, a major college Division I recruit to their repertoire. So they're 11-10, but that could be a little misleading. They could be a very strong team in that sectional. Perry Meridian is also has a Butler recruit on their team, and 11-7 is their record, and they'll have some something to say about that sectional too. Sectional 12 at Avon, 5th-ranked Plainfield's having an outstanding season at 18-1 for Coach Weaver. But Brownsburg is in that sectional too. They're 10-8, but as was witnessed with the Brownsburg girls team, Brownsburg girls team came in with a similar regular season record, and they're playing in the semi-state this weekend, this Saturday for the right to go to the state championship game. So you can never count out. Brownsburg's a very, very well tested and a good team. Sectional 13 at Whiteland, Center Grove at 11-5 is the best team in that sectional. A good balanced group at Bloomington South in sectional 14. Bloomington North is probably the favorite at 10-2. Columbus North at 11-4 and Bloomington South at 17-4 are also teams to watch in that sectional. Sectional 15 is at Seymour. Floyd Central at 12-4 is the top team there. Jeffersonville at 9-6 and New Albany at 13-6 are 2 other teams that could make some noise. And rounding out all the sectionals in the state, the 64th sectional that we're covering, number 16 at Evansville North. Castle is 8-5 on the season, but always a talented team. Evansville Wrights is 12-3, and Evansville North is 12-6. So that should be a good one. It seems like most of the state is sort of opening up. We're either going to have 25% capacities or 50% capacities in most of the venues. It sounds like, and I think there's some flexibility if something occurs where a county is in a bad thing, that they could switch a sectional site to where fans there. So you're probably going to be able to go to some sectional games if you want to. They may run them very similar to what they did with the girls. They may clear the gyms out, Tuesday, Wednesday if they have double games. Fridays on double games, they may clear the gym out after each game, disinfect the gym, and then you have to pay separately for each game. But that's the way it is. But we should be able to get 25 to 50% into most of the places. Like I said, the tournament draw is this Sunday. I believe it's 7 o'clock. It's online, and it's on a lot of the cable systems on the Comcast. I believe Channel 81 across the state if you have Comcast. So take a look at Greg Regstraw and Chris May will be revealing the picks for this year's state boys tournament. Let's be safe out there. Wherever you go to a game, you're going to have to wear a mask. You're going to have to stay socially distanced, and it's just going to be part of the deal. But it's been a great season so far. For the most part, the teams have been able to play, and I think we're going to make it through a state tournament and hopefully crown a state champion in four classes and have a glorious state tournament like we always do. So until then, enjoy your basketball, and we'll talk at you later.